Namaste. Namaste. Peace and blessings. Greetings. What's up? Magic Choir. Hopefully, Namaste. You had a good day, a good weekend. Did you miss me? Uh, yeah. Today is Tuesday. Give me a second here. I got something in my pocket I'm trying to get off. Today is Tuesday, the day of Mars. Today is the day when you want to um, get revenge on somebody or lusting after somebody, something like that. So the color would be red, although I'm not wearing that color today. Uh, it's a Mars day, but I went ahead and took a break last week. I am back. Uh, Taking breaks, taking social media breaks is so good for the soul. You know what I mean? Because you can get caught up in social media, especially TikTok. There's millions of people on TikTok, and some of these people just stay on TikTok all day long. Same with Facebook, same with Instagram. Um, you got to detach sometimes. That's part of taking care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's good for the soul. Trust me. There's so many. I don't want to say people, but just so many different kinds of energies. You're going to have to take little breaks. Give yourself a break. You know what I'm saying? Go out in nature, drink water, get some sun when they are not spraying the damn skies. You know what I'm saying? So let's see who is anyone here yet. Namaste, Katrina. What's going on? Namaste, namastizzle. On your way in, please don't forget to hit that, smash that like button, share, subscribe. Yeah. I haven't been keeping up much with what's going on. So if anything's happening as far as like celebrities, I'm out of the loop on that. You know, I did though. I thought this was beautiful. I did see. Um, so if most of you know, Nelly and Ashanti has been together for a while. I think since Nelly was relevant. Not saying he's irrelevant now, but um, since he was like major, like when he was hitting a bit, like the early 2000s. I think he's been with Ashanti that long. So there's an Instagram post that I saw. I'm like, oh wow, that's great. They have like a collage, a moving collage of them. I mean, and when Nelly smiles, he's smiling hard. You know, they truly seem to enjoy each other. But what was so interesting about it is that this is me and my wife's songs that this Instagram post is. When me and my wife was dating, this was our song, you know. So, um, like I said, I thought this was kind of beautiful, you know, to see two celebrities who not caught up in any scandals and they are, you know, seemingly tear up. I mean, most people want to love like that. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I don't, I do, but just to see it amongst celebrities, it's kind of rare because most of the time what you're seeing is Will Smith and his toxic wife and shit like that. So I mean, I just thought I'd share that, you know. What's up, Nate the Great Knuckle Draggers? You know who else used to say that? Azazel may say that a lot. Knuckle Draggers. What's up, Nay? Yeah, Nelly circled the block on her. They broke up for like a good 10 years, just got back together. I like that for them. Apparently, his children really like her. Oh, I didn't know that. Thanks, Katrina, for educating me on that. I really did not know that. Yeah, same thing with me. that's incredible. It's the same thing with me and my wife. We divorced for 10 years before we got back together. And it's been great. I couldn't imagine it being with anyone else. So that's a part of taking care of yourself, though. Hope y'all agree with me on this. Having someone in your life that's gonna, like he said in I Think I Love My Wife, Chris Rock, he said, I want a woman who's not just gonna fight with me, but is gonna fight for me, and who's going to bring me or drag me and my kids out alive. You know what I'm saying? I'm paraphrasing, but that's what he said. You know what I'm saying? So if you do have someone, I just saw another clip from Kevin Samuels who said, it ain't shit out here. And he said that he passed away, what, last year or the year before? And he was telling a brother, or no, he's telling a sister that, ain't shit out here. Go back and fix your family. That's one of the ways that you fix yourself, fix your family. If you got somebody that's on your corner, and as long as it's not like an abusive relationship or something that can't be mended, fix that. That's going to keep you whole. That love is going to remember, love is the highest vibration there is. Many ancient texts point to this. It's not people just saying that. See what I'm saying? It's not. It really is and this is what they're trying to destroy. If you think about it, think about how far away copper colored people are away from each other, the males and the females, and how much of a distance and divide there is. And they have the others have continuously and purposely created that divide. You know what I mean? Why would they do that? They don't do that with anybody else but copper colored people. Try to separate. And for the most part, it has worked, sadly. You know what I mean? But if that wasn't a real thing, if that wasn't necessary, then they would have no need to fear us unifying. Okay? 4 children. He adopted his sister's 2 kids after she died. Yeah, I remember that. I heard that. I did hear that. And she has 2, and he has 2 of his own. Okay. All right. So Ashanti's got none. Galactic Peace, Caribbean Grimoire. What's going on, brother? How are you this Tuesday? It was sunny out here in Texas, but the motherfuckers apparently, I'm sure they sprayed. I saw another interesting thing that said, I gotta find a post, but it said this was all a tropical paradise, all of it. And that winter is actually new. They had created winter. See what I'm saying? I can't confirm that. I'm looking into that. I am looking to that. But what the person further said is that winter is only like 300 years old. They created winter. I'm like, huh. I mean, why else do they spray the sky so much? God, it can be a beautiful day. And I know because I get up and I beat the sun up and I walk in the morning and I know the sun is coming out. I know it. And before you know it, these motherfuckers are in the sky spraying. And then by the afternoon, it's cloudy out. Why do they do that? Right? Why? Why are they so afraid of the sun? Start asking yourself these things. That's another reason to take, social media breaks, because it's nothing but foolishness, y'all. Nothing but foolishness. That's all you see. And all you see the women doing is shaking their asses. That's it. It's raining and windy here in the UK, so glum. But isn't it like that all the time, though? Not being funny. I'm not being facetious. But isn't it like rainy and gloomy all the time? They've even created an atmosphere of sex without love, sex without emotions, just smash culture, whole culture. See what I'm saying? That's no good for us either, because sex was actually had a purpose besides procreation. There was actually a purpose for sex, okay? And it has to do with energy, right? Of course, you're not going to hear many people say these things. So what I'm saying may seem foreign to you, right? However, if you ever had sex with somebody you love, the sex is so much better. Okay. And why the sex or sex magic, why is it the most powerful? Or if at least one of the most powerful? I'm going to say it's the most powerful force in the universe, sex magic. Okay? What's up, Konami? Peace from Philly, Magic. What's going on, Anthony Mitchell? Yeah, Nelly and Ashanti for the win, and she's pregnant now. I'm rooting for them now. The real. Oh, okay, that's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. I didn't know she was pregnant. Okay, all right, cool. Spraying, like the social media is having the same effect, buying more time. Yeah, I can agree with that too. But back to sex magic. Now, I teach this. One of the things that you have to get over is the programming of being ashamed, or, you know what I'm saying, having some inhibitions as far as sex magic if you're going to do it solo. You know, if you're going to do it solo, yes, that means masturbating. Yes, that's exactly what it means. All right. So to prove my point, or to further illustrate my point, let's go to one of the teachers from your neck of the woods, Katrina. We got Brother Israel up first. Let's see what he has to say about it. 1 second. 1 second. Just 1 second. All right, I'm there. Yeah.
Obviously, we use when we are going through sex. A lot of people just think, what's sex? It's to have children, and that's it. But it's not. Sex is actually the most powerful force in the universe, and it can be utilized through gaining things, through bending light code energies. For explosion of a consciousness. If you want to achieve certain things in life, you can do it through sex. That's what all the sex rituals are about. If you go amongst the, as you all know about the Hindus, if you go amongst the Kama Sutra, you see them, the sexual positions. They have all of these sexual positions. What these sexual positions represent, they represent different consciousness. Because when a male and female are having sex, the different positions open up certain energy centers within, which allow you to do certain things. But, because of our ignorance today, we think all these sexual positions are just for enjoyment and whatnot. So we're going to be touching on this, especially with the men, a lot of you men who like to lose the life force and don't know how to replenish it. It's okay. Sex is one thing, ejaculation is another. See, this is where we get a lot of people mixed the, they think that, well, if I have sex 10 times, I must ejaculate 10 times. No. It's okay, you can make love every day if you want. You make love 7 times a day. But you've got to know how to control the ejaculation. And there's a reason why you should be ejaculating. Because when you're ejaculating information and life force is in it. And that's why most men, after they're shot, what's the first thing they do? They roll over and go to sleep. Because it's knocked the energy out of them. A lot of them don't like to admit it, like say, tongue parit long and I was on there 8 hours and whatever hours, and you were on there until you shot your load, then it was all over, and that's what it's about, because it's about the life force, retaining the life force. There's certain exercises what I'll be talking about later on that the males can do, where you can reverse the semen back into yourself, so you can be having sex as usual. And you can be ejaculating, but you're ejaculated inwards. So the life force still stays in. You understand what I'm trying to say? For the woman, it's not so bad, because the man ejaculates into the woman and she feels energized, because it's the life force, so it's useful for her. He doesn't feel as knackered. That's why after the sex, he seems to be more knackered than her. And that's what these sexual positions are. There's certain positions where you can put your woman into, where she's the one who feels knackered, and you're the one who's, you know, you can go and flex your muscles and say, you know, I'm the daddy here. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's all about those certain sciences. So with the woman, the female, because everything around us is female energy. Everything you see here is female energy. I don't know if a lot of you are familiar. You're familiar with Phil Valentine, and he breaks down a lot about the female energy. This whole universe is female. The energy behind it that produces the elements for it to manifest is male. So that's how you see them go hand in hand. But everything else is female. The things that we see around us is female. So the female energy actually is the power. So when we want to have sex with our sisters and whatnot, we have to be careful what it is that we're doing when we go in there, because we're messing with very powerful energy, and we can obtain certain things, you know, just by, it's not just about just, you know, climbing on top of her and pumping and, you know, just shooting that load kind of attitude. You know, it doesn't really get us nowhere. It's funny, our ancestors back in ancient Kem, the semen, the man of the semen, the women in ancient Kem used to take the semen, they used to rub it on their faces. That's how precious it was, because they knew, they used to rub it on their faces like a cream. You know, because it's full of vitamin E, it's full of potassium, you know, very heavy in vitamins and whatnot. So, you know, they used to take it and they used to utilize it, you know, by putting it on their face. So people say, oh, that's disgusting, you know, kind of thing. You know, but this is what they do in all their sexual rituals. All these European people and all that, you see in the porno movies and stuff and whatnot. That's what they're doing, you know, you see them say, oh, it's nasty. Look, they know. They know. We're the ones who taught them, you know. And there's no point going around saying, oh, these white people are nasty. Who taught them? It's us. Don't be offended when you see Europeans act in a certain way. Yeah, I'm saying, because in a sense, they are a reflection of what we are. Because we are the ones who created them. If we are the ones who created them and gave them the sciences what they're going by, okay, fair enough, they perverted it. But we are the ones who taught them all what you understand what I'm trying to say? So the problem is with us, really and truly. We're the ones that got to clean up. Once we clean up, everyone around us will automatically clean up. You understand what I'm trying to say? So there's no point really getting offended, you know, of what the Europeans doing. Now, I'm gonna try and do a picture.
All right, so I'll stop it there. Everything he said right there was relevant. By the way, that is Brother Israel from Europe. Your neck of the woods, Katrina. And yeah, everything's perverted. Everything's perverted. So you got these celebrities up here advertising, fucking, and that's it. You know, same thing with the male celebrities. They're all doing it. You know, it's not sacred anymore. You know, everything he said in that clip was irrelevant. Everything. You know, they have found to be in one sperm, and one is like a couple billion like information. I don't know how the correct term, the way to word it, but there's a lot of information in your semen, gentlemen. A lot. Okay. This is why it's so powerful when you know how to ejaculate. Okay. Another and this is useful in magical ritual. Ejaculation. Okay. What he said, bringing yourself to orgasm, but not ejaculate. All right. Very, very, very powerful technique. Okay? You got to consider every single angle when you practice in the occult, because all of it is relevant. All right. And so I find that some of the students that I have that take Magic 301 as sex magic, they are kind of hesitant, you know, because this is something new. They've never heard this before, obviously. Now, they credit Aleister Crowley with bringing sex magic to the West, but that's just not true. He got it from Pascal Beverly Randolph. Okay, a melanated man. Yes, he did. All right. Of course, they're not going to allow that. All right. And remember what I said about Pascal Beverly Randolph, he is the father of Western occultism, period, bar none. Started the Rosicrucians. Okay. Let's see who we have in the chat. I think I spoke to Anthony Mitchell already. What's up, California nationalists? Yeah. So I don't know why it's hiding your comment, Caribbean Grimoire. Steam stuff, that's sexy magic, powerful magic. It can lead to sexy addiction and debauchery, must be handled carefully and sacred. Yeah, absolutely correct. He is absolutely correct, because it can lead to obsession and perversity and debauchery, everything he just said. Okay. That's just another aspect of occultism. Okay. All right. So again, this is why I push meditation so hard on whoever's watching these videos that I do. If you're going within, that's how you get the answers to just about everything you can think of. But people ain't got time or just don't want to be alone with themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's a problem, if you ask me. That is a actual problem. Someone who can't stand to be by themselves or be alone with themselves. Okay? This is where you solve all your problems, when you stand alone. And I'm just now looking at somebody that says a lot of y'all have loving yourself and being an attention whore confused. Yeah, there's two different things. All right. Meditation, when I speak about meditation, it's just that people still don't want to go the route, the route to get to that master level. Everybody wants everything now. Of course, y'all have heard me say this before. I'm not going to keep repeating it. Oh, I don't like repeating myself. So, you know, um, there are certain herbs that you can use to connect to to connect to the divine. All right. And that's the key, the divine, the universe, the source. Okay. That's what the magic mushroom is about. All right. That's what the magic mushroom is about. That is what ayahuasca is about. Okay. Mommy, I'm looking for something I want to share with y'all. Give me 1 second, y'all. I found it. I don't know how it became unhighlighted, but such is the way with Adobe. It says here, this was a question asked of a shaman. He says a lot of people these days would like to become healers themselves, especially Westerners, it seems. What would an apprentice with you involve, and how long would it take? This is the most often asked question that I get. Okay. The answer was this: I cannot say that it would take so many weeks or months or years to become a healer. Linear time does not apply with San Pedro or with healing. After 5 decades as a healer, I'm still learning myself. Today, we want definitions and definite answers. How long will it take? What will it cost? What is our schedule? We love the instant. instant coffee, instant healing, instant visions, instant shaman. But that is not the way in our tradition. Okay. And then he goes on, but my point is instant magic is what people want. I know someone who actually said to me, they were learning shamanism, which is really a kind of a lost art these days. And I think this person may have been learning maybe a year, I think. And this person found themselves under a magical attack. And they said that, and I think the demon that was sent to attack the person was Pazuzu, the Sumerian, oh, I'm sorry, the Jewish tradition, Pazuzu. Not Jewish, I think Sumerian or Babylonian, but Pazuzu, who they showed on The Exorcist. So this person says to me what they were going to do. I was like, well, what are you going to do? I mean, if they sent that demon after you, that's serious. Okay. I wouldn't want you to get hurt. What you going to do? This person actually said to me that, well, they were just going to heal Pazuzu. Shamanism is all about healing. Okay. That's what it's basically about. Shamanism. It is not magical defense. It is not magical anything. I mean, it's magical, but it's more focused on healing, and that's healing of the individual. But the person learning it can learn how to apply Reiki as well. But this person actually said to me they were going to heal Pazuzu as a means of negating the attack. So I said, in my Virgo way, I said this. I said, you know, Pazuzu is thousands, if not like 1,000,000 years old. Is a very old wind demon. Okay, very strong too. So you're telling me that what you're going to do is take the little bit of shamanism that you learned and apply it, try to apply it to a couple thousand years old demon, a sentient being, as a way of healing their heart. Door pause. I couldn't, this person was very serious too about what they said. And I was like, that's not gonna, that's like saying I'm gonna sage my house and Pazuzu can't enter it. A lot of people get that misconstrued too. They think sage is gonna actually clear out a magical. No, there are levels to this. Okay. This is why you should take the time to learn if you're going to apply something. Or if you're actually going to try and teach someone, please learn at least the basics. And that's the problem that we have. I know, this is redundant. I get it. But when I heard that, I couldn't wait to come on here and say it. You know, these people actually have these delusions about learning a little bit of something and thinking they're the masters of it. Okay. I don't know what happened to that person. I'm going to check up on them soon, sooner rather than later, because I was trying to tell them without actually saying, yeah, I lost your mind. If you think that's going to stop a magical attack, you're going to heal the demon that they sent. Come on. An amateur would think like that. A child would think like that. Yes. So this is why I'm like, some people are just delusional when it comes to this. By the way, are y'all still here? Yeah, nobody said anything for a minute. Tomorrow night, I will be on Reverend Patience channel. If you are inclined to join me there. Remember, I had Reverend Patience on here. I don't think it was this year. It might have been this year. her spiritual tea time. She has a lot of guests. She, yeah, it was a year ago. Now I'm looking at it now. It was a year
There's
ago.
one simple rice hack anyone can do to liquidate.
And so tomorrow she's going to have me on her channel. If anybody here is interested, but this is her. I'm not sure, like I said, if you remember her.
There, I don't know why. I mean, I never claimed to be from there. I mean, I love the town. I love Mama Marie and everybody, but
practitioner, So yeah, tomorrow around I think 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'll be on her show. What's up, Peace Technique Twin? Peace Ethian. What do you think about radionics? Radionics can work. Trust me on this. Radionics is another hidden art, right? And very easy to do. Okay, it works on certain principles. Radionics is the shit. Yes, I've done it. It works. Okay, think vision board. Think a vision board, and you add in extra elements to it. Okay. Yes, a simple vision board can help bring so much to you. Okay. But yeah, I agree with radionics also. Peace family, at my company Christmas party, been missing the Bills family. Well, I wasn't here last week. I took a break last week. Took a break. The shit that I see on social media, period, makes me want to take more breaks, to be quite honest. I see your point, but when it comes to magic, shouldn't we all be just a bit delusional? You do have to see things out of the ordinary. That idea was almost refreshing. Reminds me of Yoda and the X-Wing. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I don't know. I don't think you should be delusional. No. I do think that you should know your limits and know what you actually can do. But to be delusional, no, I don't think that at all. But I'm also on a path of letting people do whatever the hell they want to do these days. Do whatever makes you happy. Like I'm always saying, listen to people's advice, but ultimately follow your own. Do whatever you want to do. Don't even question everything and everybody, everything. Everything that you hear from any teachers or mentors, you should be questioning everything, doing your own research. So if you feel like you want to be delusional, that is your choice. So drawings also in Magic can actually work. Let's go back to, let's see. All right.
Psychiatry school. So, excellent book, and this one over here is also very, very excellent. Approaches to Art Therapy, Theory and Technique by Judith Aron, A-R-O-N, Rubin. Okay. Now you can also use drawings in Magic. You can also use drawings in Magic. This is a drawing of my queen I did when she was feeling sick, really sick. So what I did was I drew her in green and intensified it with gold.
and it healed her. I did another drawing. Remember the one I did with the different colored dreads, the colors? And that one healed her. So you could use actual drawings, put them on paper with certain colors, and heal people in your family, or do whatever the hell you want with it. You can fuck people up with those shits too. As I show you on a violet flame. If you got a negative person trying to fuck over you all the time, you take the drawing, you draw a picture of him, and you draw yourself violet flaming him, or you draw him all fucked up, or whatever. Whatever you want to do. It's the intent. It's the intent. But you have to put work in it.
How long will it take? How long will it take?
Depends on the person.
I mean, I've got my landlord keeping me about it.
But you need something, you probably need something right away, so you use the violet flame. Use the violet flame. But I rarely use it because it's so fucking powerful. And you know, my spirit is just not with it like that. I can handle it in other ways. So I rarely use it. I mostly use it for healing. But if you could draw a picture, if he's your landlord fucking over you, I don't know if he's fucking over or you just want to get rid of him or whatever, and you stick pencils through the drawing. Burn on it, burn it. You know, I mean, this shit is serious. And it's the intent. You have to put work in though. You can't be somebody that don't come to the lectures, don't do the visualizations, don't communicate with the brothers and support the brothers and all like that, and then come and try to do a ritual. It should backfire on you because you don't even know the whole science. Number one, you have to get rid of it in your mind after you do it. Okay? But you have to have work in it. Somebody have their hand up?
Is it the same workings as a voodoo doll?
Very similar. Very similar. I think it's even better. Because the voodoo doll, you gotta fucking try to work with a blank face. This one, you can fucking intentionally draw the face the way you want it to look. Just whatever you want to do. I don't want to go into details of shit, but you let your imagination use your imagination.
When you say like work on it,
Yeah.
20 minutes a day?
What do you say?
20 minutes for the day? So visualize for 20 minutes of the day for what you want to see?
Well, it's not so much a pattern like you want to try. What do you mean, like for
You
the
say like
drawing?
work on it. So if you're working with the violet light, if you work on it for like 20 minutes a day, will you
No,
visualize?
hold that shit on. You should get to the point where you can keep that visualization going, and while you're doing other things. Be with the violet flame. I mean, I've had so many testimonies on this thing. It's incredible. I'm kind of mad that I haven't known this since I was a kid. Okay?
So who popularized that? Austin Osman Spare. Okay? Student of Aleister Crowley. And if you ever see his drawings, they look like some creeped out shit. But the magic works. So here's yet another tool, another resource that you can use. Okay. I mostly these days is like do whatever you want to do because people are going to do whatever they want to do anyway. You know what I mean? I think Brother Moore has suggested, that I tour and teach. I just don't have the patience anymore, to be honest. Let me just say that again. And I'm not, considering myself some master teacher or anything like that. It's just that niggas is hard-headed in the first place. And I just do not have the patience I don't have the patience for ignorance, or anything. So I merely put out what I can, and whoever receives it, receives it. That's it. I ain't trying to convince nobody of nothing. Everything I say here is my opinion based on my experience and my experiments. And you can choose however you want to go. You see what I'm saying? That's not me being like I'm high and mighty or anything like that. It's not that. It's just the experience has shown me that people are going to do whatever the fuck they want to do anyway. You know what I mean? And I'm not about convincing anybody of anything. And that's when people really miss your messages. So I can put it out there and you can do whatever you want with it. Radionics, great stuff. Can water fasting spiritually increase your spiritual capacity? Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a good question. Absolutely. Yes. Because once you 3 days, in 3 days, if you were to fast for 3 days, just say you're going to fast from meat for 3 days. You fast for 3 days, it resets your entire digestive system. You feel great, your thoughts are lucid, you got more energy, it just resets everything. You know what I'm saying? So yes, the healthier you are, the more powerful you become, the more spiritual capacity you have. Okay. Mind, body, and spirit. That's what it's all about. Magic works fast when your body is at optimum efficiency. Okay. You can't be a toxic person who smokes, who drinks, who fucks anybody and do all these negative traits and try and be a spiritual guru and teach other people. And yet, this is exactly what I see. Okay. There's nothing spiritual about alcohol. It tears up your insides. Again, my opinion. Okay? It tears up your inside, but it has nothing to do with spirituality. If you want to drink something like not ayahuasca or the sacred plants or sacred cactus or cacti, the green fairy, absinthe. Okay? People have used this to create some amazing things. Okay? But again, if you feel like drinking alcohol or, doing whatever without cleansing yourself or detoxing yourself to connect to the divine, if you feel like that's, you can do magic anyway, then go for it. I largely agree with you. I just think it's a hell of a way to learn. Let them. Uncle Chucky channel has the scoop on radionics. I never heard of Uncle Chucky. Who's Uncle Chucky? Can I use a printed out picture? I've been using Polaroid pictures. Yeah, you can. I get it, family, but you're a good teacher. I mean, I appreciate that. I mean, I've heard that. I just don't think my demeanor, I don't think, and plus Virgos have a very, very hard time hiding their expression and hiding the way they feel. I know I do. My facial expressions will give it away every time. Got it. So much to the point, I don't try to hide how I feel about stuff. So when the person told me about healing Pazuzu, that's what made me say, so you're 30 whatever year old, you're not 40 yet. Your 40-year-old, your 37-year-old self is going to heal a sentient being who's been around for almost 1,000,000 years. You're going to heal that demon. It makes no sense to me because if you ever seen True Blood and you see the vampires and the legends of the vampires, the longer the vampire has lived, the stronger it's gotten. That's the same thing with magical energies, which these demons and gods and goddesses, they've been around for years. You know what I'm saying? And the system the current is strong. Okay. So if you're gonna take something like Wicca, I would take something like Babylonian magic and can fuck a Wiccan up based on the current alone. I hope y'all get what I'm saying. I hope y'all get what I'm saying. Again, my opinion, you can do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Yeah, like Caribbean Grimoire said, if it works, it works. What's going on, Sharon? That is Sharon, right? Her kava kava root helps you to astral project. Anyone knows? Yeah, absolutely. Kava kava root, as well as GABA. GABA extract is real white. It looks damn near like cocaine. I had some vivid astral travels when I took that. There's also certain grimoires that you can go to, like Carl Nagel. Okay. Carl Nagel in this book. This book right is so underrated. This is called Manifesting a Magical Mentor. Yeah, materializing a powerful magic mentor and other acts of ancient magics. Yeah, he tells you how, like I said, Carl Nagel, he's Australian, the Australian occultist. He um he gives all meat and potatoes, no theories, just meat and potatoes. Like right here, the powers and offices of the seven Olympic spirits. Now, you heard me talk about the seven Olympic spirits. These are the spirits of the planets. The Arbitel of Magic, an ancient grimoire of unknown authorship, lists a total of seven Olympic spirits residing in the firmament, residing in the firmament, residing in the firmament, and the stars thereof, who hold sway over certain areas and manifestations of the material world. The number 7 is a mystic number in occult lore with strong magical vibrations associated and credited to it. And this in itself will help to increase all of the productive powers accredited in the 7 Olympic spirits. The powers possessed by these spirits are very diverse and far-reaching in nature, from the acquisitions of gold to the prolonging of life. A full list of these spirits and their governed areas of physical manifestation shall be given in due course. The Arbitel teaches that, together with faith and determination, meditation and inner contemplation of the self are the best of aids in the development of the magical art. Only someone who knows and experiences the joy of inner peace can truly succeed as a practitioner of the sacred sciences. Set aside 10 minutes of your time, either morning or night, for the purpose of meditating upon the many mysteries of the mind, soul, and spirit. These moments spent in this manner will bring forth the magician within you. The powers and offices of the 7 Olympic spirits are as follows. And then you have the 7, Aratron, Bethor, Hagi, Oak. I always have anyway, Ophiel, Phaleg, and Fool. Okay, those are the 7 Olympic spirits. I talked about this before. But there is a ritual here. First you got the Artans, you got a secret knowledge ritual here, but you also got an astral travel. I wanted to share that with y'all. An astral travel, I think this is how to use the ancient power of astral projection to become an invisible astral traveler. Okay, and you heard what Azazel just said. People don't want to put in any work, and it's been like that forever. But I found it interesting that the missus actually work with elderly people who are healthy as shit. They don't take meds, they don't take vaccines, nothing. And they are perfectly healthy. Matter of fact, I'm seeing people who are older or considered seniors who are healthier than these young people out here. It's a fact. You know what I mean? Medicines, big pharma, you can, for any illness, there is a natural remedy for it. Your own body produces antibodies anytime you get sick. Like fever is just a response of your body getting rid of a foreign body in your body. Said body like 3 times, but y'all get what I'm saying. Working for yourself you will have no idea the stress that goes away when you work for yourself. Yeah, it's hard work. It is very hard work, especially when you get started. And it's scary as shit, because who doesn't want stability? But the last time I had a corporate job, I had something going on in my chest. Okay. And it was like an acid or something. It was something there. I couldn't figure it out. Okay. When I left that job, that shit went away. Completely went away. I didn't realize how stressed I had been. Stress is the cause of all these illnesses out here. Okay. It says it in this book, The Cactus of Mystery. Didn't I put it somewhere? Let me see. Yep, I found it. I knew I would find it. Look at this passage right here. It says, you can also use San Pedro to heal conditions that Western medicine finds difficult to cure, like cancer. If disease is a response to circumstances, why do people get sick with conditions like cancer, and how can they heal? Look at his first response. One of the big problems for modern society is stress. It has been there from the beginning, of course, but our ancestors had rituals to release it. In today's world, nobody's doing it. Let me just highlight this part. You take a pill or you drink alcohol or take drugs and you think this solves the problem, but it does not release the energy of stress. It merely suppresses it, so it stays with you, hidden by the effects of the drugs or the alcohol you consume. So, just like I said, alcohol is not like a healer or something like that, especially not when you do it a lot. It actually harms the insides of your body. Okay, so don't get involved with politics. That's another way to keep yourself healthy. Try and limit, what you watch on TV and completely avoid the news if you can. I know a lot of people may find that difficult to do, but it's really not that hard. Okay. I think I'm behind. Didn't know you knew about San Pedro. That is a good plant medicine, and a lot of shamans use. Of course, bruh, I have been doing magical things for a long time. So, yes, I've experimented with a lot of things. Okay, that's why I finally felt qualified to bring some of this to you. But like I said, it's all based on my experience. It's not based on my opinions. Most of what I say here is rooted in facts. It is not my opinion. I am definitely not my emotions. Amanita muscaria, San Pedro, ayahuasca, kava kava roots, GABA, Selene capensis. I know a whole bunch about herbs. So that's probably the number one place you should start. Try and heal yourself. Like, if you really want magic to work, your body has to be right. It is what it is. Okay? Detoxing of the body can bring such fantastic results. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think I want to go to one more before I get on out of here. All right. Dr. Day.
Some of the things that we have been running around bearing for these people. I guess just wanted you guys to know this. I'm assuming that's why they gave it to me, so I could give it back. And if I can't find them, I have to shoot from memory, and I don't like shooting from right here. The original black man is who? Them. Yeah. Who's the black man today? So apparently they claim us. Yeah. The original Negro was them. Somehow today the Negroes are us. The original colored people were them. Meaning they have red eyes, green eyes, blue eyes, or whatever. Blonde hair, black hair, We're not rainbow-colored people. They look more like rainbow-colored people. The original ghettos, who lived in the original ghettos? Who knows enough about history to know that? The so-called Jews. Now, today, who's supposed to be in these ghettos? Us. Who were the original Slavs? S-L-A-V. The slaves. Them. Now, who's carrying the slave story? Us. Who did that? They kept saying, oh, black people have the Mormons. Black people have tails. We have tails. Do we have tails? Have you ever seen anybody other than brothers that have the ones in the front? I mean, how many people that you know that look like us that have tails? I've never encountered any melanated individual with a tail. I know people that have encountered European people that have tails. Some still in place, some that have been cut off. Now, again, PBS ran a special called The Family That Walks on All Fours. And they show the backs of two pink people, naked butts out, with the long tail still attached, hanging from the back. But they keep saying that we have tails. Now, they keep calling us what? Monkeys and apes. What did we make them from? Monkeys and apes. Now, they are the lovers of dogs. I told you guys yesterday about how much, and you guys know how much they love dogs. Man, they dogs can be up on the table. They can be eating dogs, licking them in the face. They trying to eat, but they like, okay, dogs. And my brothers today are calling themselves one another what? Dogs.
Calling each other dogs.
Okay? Who are the, they are some of the best and coldest killers you ever saw, but they keep calling my brothers the killers. They keep calling us the thieves when they've stolen entire continents, entire countries, and entire tribes of people. But we're thieves. Who's the thief then? They are. The original thugs and gangs. What did I tell you yesterday about how they were running to get away from their situations? They ran into other people's villages and communities, and they came with a gang mentality, like they showed in Gangs of New York. But who are they calling gangs today? My brothers. So, we're called the criminals, the dealers, but the last time I checked, it's the Europeans that have the planes and the boats and the friends that are customs officials that they can look the other way or pay them off. Do you know any young brother in the hood that got it like that they can pay off a customs official and get any massive amount of drugs here? You know any brothers that got customs officials that are friends that'll look the other way? And the average brother can only look so far because somebody white is looking over his shoulder, or so-called white. Is that correct? How many brothers you know that got the boats and planes flying anything here from anywhere? So the drugs, the coke, the weed is all getting here from somewhere. And it finds its way to our community, but we're not bringing it there, and yet it's there. So, if all of these things are the crimes and sins of them, then in order for everything to be applied to us now, and we accept it, and we claim it, somebody has done what they always tell you not to do. They performed a magical ritual under Yom Kippur with these goats, and they got a scapegoat, and that's symbolic of what they're trying to portray in the real world. And did it work?
It absolutely worked. Absolutely. Look at the behavior of copper-colored people all over the planet. All over the planet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say anything specific, because you've all seen it. But it absolutely worked. There is actually, in Kabbalistic ritual, there's actually a scapegoat ritual. It's called that. And I'm not going to give details on that either. But there's an actual scapegoat. So we have been the scapegoats. So calling yourselves these things and not knowing the root meanings of the words does us so much harm. You know what I'm saying? Because nigga, even the word nigga is a drunk white man. That's what it means. That's the original word definition of it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I told people when that movie first came out, watch Gangs of New York. Show who the original gangs were. And for the tales that she was talking about, the tales, they showed it. What movie? Anybody know? they showed it? Can anybody guess? I give you 1 minute to guess. Anybody at all? All right, so minutes up. Shallow Hal. Didn't know his best friend have a tail? You know what I'm saying? So we don't know these things, and it ultimately hurts us. And that's another part of taking care of yourself, not knowing stuff. Not knowing stuff and taking and embracing these titles and behaviors that's not originally ours. That's another form of taking care of yourself. If I have suggested for at least a year now, learning the Kabbalah, applying the Kabbalah. If you do not want to do that, and I get it, if you don't want to, you just don't want to. And I'm finding out more and more people just don't want to, and that's perfectly fine. You can try that. Okay. They got Egyptian deities. It's called the Tree of Life Meditation System. Okay. This is one of the first books that I read when I started my dark side journey. Right. Thanks, Brother Magick, for okay. Okay, I got you. Ashwagandha is another good herb. Yes, all herbs. You know, you got to be careful about the weed y'all smoke too. I know people smoke weed a lot, but it's not the weed that comes from the past. They put a lot of different stuff in it now, all right, including fentanyl, which can kill you. Okay, so you got to be careful of that. Okay, anything that's going to open up your mind, they're going to attack it. Everything. You see what I'm saying? What do you think about working with the succubus? I love working with the succubus. I do. There's energy there. Okay. I've given out rituals for that. There's not one single person, not one, who's come to me and say, hey, I tried that succubus ritual. It worked. Not one person. I gave that out. As a matter of fact, there's a couple of things that I've given out. So I'm at the point, I'm not tired of giving out. Only people who is at a certain frequency and at a certain vibration are going to get the things that I'm saying. Okay. And like I said, it's perfectly fine. My problem is people acting like they want to be into it. That's what I get a problem with. You know what I'm saying? But so working with a succubus, having sex with a succubus is the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, energy. You can take energy from that. Manifest whatever you want. All right, so let me go and get on out of here. I will see y'all on Thursday. Tomorrow, if you feel inclined to come see me on see me and Reverend Patience have a discussion. But thanks for joining me today. I did miss it last week, but again, I had to take a break. You know, I have to take a break from this place. I have to take care of myself. It is very, very important. Your health is your wealth. Okay? I just wish more people would take it more seriously. I'm talking about the health part. Okay? I'm not talking about the magic part. I'm talking about the health part. $900? Really? Really? Am I looking at that right? The Tree of Life book is $900? It is? That can't be right. I can't. That can't be right. The Tree of Life meditations list? Damn, I don't even see it. No, I don't see it. Ra'um Nefer Amen. I don't see it on Amazon. So $900? That's I gotta look for that, y'all. Give me a second. Wow. I see it for $755. Are you fucking kidding me? When did it become that much? On Amazon, it is $649.95. Wow. Incredible. Fucking incredible. Damn. Wow. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't know it cost that much. I really did. Michael Bell's book, The Occult Meaning of Masonry, is symbol and the chakra system does a great job on the Kabbalah too. Okay. Mad Lee. No worries, Prox. You can always rewind. Oh, answering your questions, not a problem. Cheapest I saw was $700. That is ridiculous. I think I paid like less than $10 for this book. I'm so sorry, y'all. That's my mistake. I'm not trying to steer you to go to a and spend 600. It's a good book anyway. Crap. $999.39. Wow. Unbelievable. My mistake, y'all. I'm not trying to put anyone in the poorhouse for a book. There are other books. You see, Konami put another book by Michael Bell. There are other books that, I mean, there's a lot of grimoires that talk about the Kabbalah. I just thought this was an alternative because some people don't want to study a Jewish system. It is what it is. So I would suggest this because it talks about, it has Egyptian deities. So, yeah. Sorry, y'all. Peace and blessings, Sister Moon Feather. Y'all see what Evolution in Disguise says. She said if she finds a PDF, she will share it with you all. So get with her. Get every one of his books if you can. His books are dynamite. He's absolutely right. This isn't the only book I have of his, you know. But remember what I always say, I always move away from, I stay in the system for a minute, I move out of it. I can always refer back to it, you know, because I stay in it for a while. Like, for instance, voodoo. I was in that 3-4 years before I moved away from it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I am the one and only. There is only one, the electrifying, the dynamic, the undeniable, the mystical and magical, the inexplicable Magick LaCroix. I will see y'all Thursday. All right. If you decide to come see me tomorrow, you will be welcome on Reverend Patience channel. Have a great night. I will see y'all then. And as always, as I greet you in peace, namaste.